Hi, my name is Rafael, and I'm your average fat guy. Now, there's a lot of legitimate medical reasons that make it so that people who eat right and exercise either can't lose weight or put on weight. I'm not one of those people. I've simply been lazy since I left the Navy, and I'm addicted to sugar. I was a competitive swimmer for about 13 years, and I practiced a few different martial arts for about a combined total of 10 years, and I was in the military. Now, all this is to say, I'm used to being in really good shape. But over the last 10 years, I've had a really sedentary job, and I got lazy. I went from being a fit 200 pounds to being a really unfit 330 pounds. So last year, I finally got tired of getting winded by just going up one flight of stairs, and following the example of my younger brothers, I decided to go into CrossFit. I did really well for about 6 months. I lost 50 pounds, I started to get some of my cardio fitness back, and then life happened. I started missing some of my workouts because of work, because of life, and then I started going back to my bad eating habits, and it all kind of snowballed, and I ended up doing nothing for about 6 months. So, now the goal is to get back to around 15 to 18% body fat, which I personally feel is a much better way of measuring your overall general fitness than just looking at your weight. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not a fitness expert. I'm fairly well educated because of the time I spent as a competitive athlete, and because of the time I spent in the military, which included some corpsman training. And for those of you that don't know, a corpsman is kind of a mix between a nurse and an EMT. At least that's the easy way to explain. Anyways, with the 15 to 18% body fat goal in mind, the current plan is to go back to CrossFit. I'm planning on going back to my box twice a week. And then I want to use some lightweight rucking as active recovery in between the CrossFit days. And then taking 1 to 2 days off a week, depending on how I'm feeling. On the eating side of things, I'm just cutting out the refined sugars and limiting as much as possible the amount of processed foods that I eat. Nothing difficult, nothing complicated. The channel itself is an accountability thing. It's meant to help me stay accountable, and it's also meant to serve as record keeping. And maybe it'll serve as inspiration for other people that are in a similar situation to mine. So with that in mind, I'll add some links to some of my sources of inspiration and some of the resources I use down in the description below, and I will see you all next time.